Hello, crafty cuties. We are going to craft together today, and I am making a mini album, and I'm not really going to show me putting the entire mini album together, but I will direct you to a video where I followed the tutorial on Lyric Lover 80s channel. I'm also going to actually show you how I sewed buttons onto the spine. And a lot of you have been asking me to show you when I went over the flip through of that journal I just showed. So again, I don't have my mini album all together. I even have numbers written down because I was just following a very easy tutorial. So you're going to see me put some of this together, but really, I want you to go check out that tutorial if you want to put a really quick mini album together like I am going to be working on here. I am decorating with you guys. I am showing you the buttons sewed in, and I'll show you what this complete journal looks like at the end. I was super excited to finally use this paper pad, and this is called the Unicorn Fairground by Sticker Kitten, and I did get this from Craft Stash. I will have the link below to it. I also have embellishments that go along, and I know I'm explaining something here, but we're doing a voiceover, so anyways, I started out by inking up the edges of the base of my journal, and I have holes punched through, and those are just a guide to where I'm going to be binding. Now I'm going to start out by decorating the cover of my journal, and I have all of my papers cut down here. So my goal in this was to use up as much of a paper pad as I can, and this journal is just perfect for it. This journal or mini album, I don't know, intertwinable words. Is that maybe I meant interchangeable, whatever. It's a really great one to use. What was this? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry, it's so late. I don't know what I was saying, honestly, but hey, okay. So I finally went through the cutest embellishments ever and finally picked what I wanted for the cover. I'm going to use a Tim Holtz metal plate here, book plate, to put on the cover. And this mini album is definitely different for me. I love this style. It's just not something that I do often. But oh, I think what I was saying earlier is this style is really perfect if you are someone who wants to add a lot of bulk and a lot of embellishments. So I'm just kind of putting some cheesecloth behind just because it kind of, I don't know, it breaks apart the design and it just kind of separates that metal book plate, I guess. I'm rounding the corners to match the rounded corners of the cover page here. And even though the holes are punched out here, I'm going ahead and covering it with some scrapbook paper just to make it look pretty, but that's fine because I still have those punched through on the inside. I wanted to also go ahead and add some ribbon here for a closure. This is just a really quick, simple way to add a closure. And I like having it on the front like this because when you go to tie it shut, you're not going to have tension, if that makes sense. When you have it on the inside and you go to tie it shut, you're going to be pulling on whatever papers are covering it. But this way, you're really not doing that. And so I really like this simple way. And I did get this idea even from the video tutorial that I followed. So I went ahead and I got done with the cover, and now I'm going to re-punch through the holes. Now I obviously didn't not sorry guys, I did not show you how I come up with the measurements, but I basically just kind of eyeballed this because I'm not actually sewing signatures into this journal cover. So this is going to be kind of like a faux binding to sew buttons into the spine. So here we go. I have my buttons, some twine, and my holes punched, and a needle. You want to make sure your needle is small enough to go through the buttons that you choose. Now we're going to pretend that you are sewing in a signature here because most of you make junk journals, and so that's what you would be doing. I'm not sewing my signatures in. So I'm literally, like I said, doing like a faux binding. So I'm going to sew through the middle hole just like you would on a pamphlet stitch. And then you're going to sew through your button. I go up from the back and I go down through front. And then go ahead and just string that along. And then again, we're going back in. We're going to go back down to the bottom hole. And I'm going to sew through another button. Now I thought that everyone kind of knew how to do this, but like I said, I got a lot of requests, so I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to go back in through the middle hole, and then we can go ahead and tie those two ends together. And this is literally how I would also sew in a signature. If this is really too hard for you guys to picture, let me know and I'll try again and try to show you where I'm actually sewing in signatures, but I just wanted to show it to you as quick as possible. I'm doing the same thing here just to kind of show you. Now I wait till the end to move and resituate where my buttons are. You can put a lot more than I am doing here. This is just kind of for decoration, and I just wanted a few since I had a lot going on with this journal. And so I'm just going to sew through another button here. And yeah, you could fit on a ton of buttons on this spine, honestly. And I feel like right now it looks all weird, but once I get everything situated, the buttons look really cute on the spine. So I'm actually taping in the rest of my pages, which I'm going to kind of speed through and show you. So I'm just taping over all of the binding that we just did, but there you go. It's super quick and simple. I really hope that that helped you guys out. Now again, I'm just speeding through, finishing up my mini album here. This is a really simple and fast tutorial, and again, I didn't really want to show you all the steps of it because I didn't want to just redo her tutorial, but you can see here each page has a lot of space for embellishments. So right now I'm just cutting down a bunch of the pages from this paper pad to, I think it was like 4 by 6, and I'm going to be covering each page in the mini album. But yeah, back to what I was saying. At first I filmed myself actually putting the tutorial together, but again, it just seemed kind of pointless to me because there's already a great tutorial out there. So also I know a lot of you wanted to just see the buttons on the bind or the spine and just the decoration. So now I'm just cutting some tags and I'm cutting some journaling cards out of the leftover paper. I used up almost this entire paper pad, you guys, so that was pretty exciting. Now I'm just going to go ahead and round any of the corners that are on the edges, and I'm going to just, like I said, cover each page with some of the pattern paper, and I'm just gluing it on using my Tombow Mono Aqua Glue. So hey guys, can you tell that it is very quiet in my background? There's no baby. Well, I've kind of figured out a pretty good way to get her to sleep at night, and she's actually asleep in my bed. Now she doesn't stay asleep too long when I'm not there. Like I've already seen her feeling around a couple times for me, but luckily she hasn't woke up. So that's how I'm doing this. I'm super tired and it's like I need to be sleeping, but I wanted to finish this voiceover because I filmed this video, I think 3 weeks ago now. So anyways, here we are. I'm still just kind of going through. The papers were already cut down and I'm just gluing all the papers on. I always like seeing this part in crafting videos, so I left it in for you, but I am going to decorate some of the pages as well, and then I'll do a full flip through at the end. I definitely want to make some more mini albums like this because it's just such a fun way to use up your pages, or your papers, sorry, your paper pads, especially when you have like the whole collection that comes with embellishments and all of the goodies. And so now I am going to go through my embellishment pack that matches this collection. I don't know if it's still available, but again, I'm going to have it listed below. And I'm going to glue on one of the banners here in this corner. I hope that everyone's having a great summer. Mine has been extremely busy so far. Yeah, we've been doing something almost every day, and it's really, really fun. Arlo is a baby that, like, she does so much better when we are out doing stuff, so that's what we've been doing. So here I am actually cutting apart the, like, title page, and you can do that a lot. A lot of times there are, you know, a sample of the designs that are in the paper pack, and I was really trying to use up, like, a ton of this collection, and I was pretty proud of myself. I did real good. This, I'm just cutting this down to create a pocket. I need to round the corner so that it can match up with this page. And as you can notice, I didn't use a sewing machine. I'm going to use my edge punch, which I always forget to use these, but they make your journals and mini albums look so pretty, so definitely pull yours out and use yours too. And now I can go ahead and just glue around the 3 edges. So this mini album, from beginning to start, took me about 35 or 40 minutes. I'm obviously speeding up a lot of this video just because it's like kind of repetitive, but yeah, not bad. I feel like that's a pretty good amount of time to complete a full journal. So I went ahead and glued that on, and then I'm going to remember to use some of the embellishments here. This is like a little ticket and super cute. I still don't know what I'm doing with this mini album. I have it kind of sitting on my fireplace. I made some pockets here, and I'm just filling these up with like one of the little tags and journaling cards that I made. I glued some of the embellishments on, and I just left the top unglued so that you could stick something in it, like a journaling card. So I have this awesome punch from the Punch Bunch, I think that's what it's called. I got it from Etsy. I tried punching through one of these pages, but the Tombow glue dries so hard that it didn't work out. So instead, I take some paper, and you can see how cute that little unicorn is. I wanted to create kind of like a 3-tiered pocket, so I'm actually just tearing some of my scraps here, and I will glue these all together. And so here you go. There's just like different heights, and I think it was super fun. And then I ran out of my Tombow glue, so here I am trying the Fabri-Tac, and it gets so gummy. How do you guys store yours? I'm curious. But here we go. We have like a little side tuck or a pocket, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to use some of these tickets. They came, what am I trying to say? A bunch of them came in this embellishment pack, so I was trying to figure out how I could use more than one. And I'm going to actually make little tabs. Sorry, the camera was out of focus for a moment, but I love how those tabs look. I also have this gorgeous washi. I'm going to go ahead and use some of that for the tops of one of the pages. Now, I did keep these pages rather blank because I thought this would actually make just the perfect photo album, like just legit photo album. You could slap some photos in. You know, there's a few journaling cards throughout. But yeah, I put a library card on that front inner pocket just a moment ago. Here's another embellishment that I got, and I am just gluing on a gold paper clip. I'm going to take a little piece of paper just to kind of put on top of the paper clip, and then everything glues nicely together. Then I also embellished the unicorn with a little gem, as you can see, and it is so pretty. I love this paper clip, and I go ahead and just stick it inside. So now I'm going to make kind of a full page pocket. I know I'm going real fast here, guys, but trust me, you don't want to see how slow I was going. I did the edge punch, and I am just going to glue around the 3 edges, and then you have a really nice big pocket here. I'm going to use a journaling card for that. I guess I didn't show you, sorry. Here we go. So here is a final flip through. So as you can see, there's just a lot of space for photos, or you could put journaling cards in and do journaling if you wanted. This isn't necessarily the best paper for journaling, but I love how it turned out. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with this journal, but it was super fun to add a ton of details, and hopefully you guys like to see kind of just this overview video. And feel free to check out the tutorial, have it listed below. Bye guys!